Hey everybody, today's video is going to be wedding guest makeup. So hopefully in editing I'll be able to zoom in a little bit more. But yeah, with that being said, we are going to get ready for a wedding reception. Well, yeah, wedding reception makeup, because they did like a really small family only type wedding, and then they invited all their friends and extended family to the reception. So that's where I'm coming in. Well, me and my brother James. So yeah, with that being said, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop being weird. First step for me is going to be primer. I brought the Professional primer with me, and then let me come here. And then this is like a more mattifying primer. I really like it though because it goes on almost like a lotion. Like, I just put on wildly too much. But I really try and put it where I get oily, which is like through my T-zone area. There's like a lot on my nose. Like that. Give that just a second to like sink in and soak in while we do our brows. Now, my brows are freshly tinted, so there shouldn't be too much for me to do. But I'm gonna take my Sephora Collection brow pencil in the shade Ebony and do my eyebrows. Yeah, see, they're like nice. I wish my brows always looked like this because I love it. And then I think because it is a fall wedding, I might do a little less on the eyes and do like a darker lip. Fuck me. This is the problem with nails. I don't understand how people have long nails all the time. I literally put some on because of this wedding, and I have a birthday party tomorrow too. But yeah, see, that's the brow. When I was dyeing my hair last night, my brother was like laughing his butt off at me because I didn't have a spoolie with me to help like get the tint and the dye in to my eyebrows. So I took my finger and was like just scraping the color over it, and it got all over my face. So he just laughed. He wasn't laughing when I made him help me clean up my neck though. Okay. There's that. I don't understand why this brow is always more arched than this one is, but whatever, good enough. So we're gonna do, I think, a lighter eye, but let me get my eye primer, which is the About Face eye primer. Looks like this. And then get this on there. Like that. So that's the other problem with having really long nails right now, is I can't get in to pat out my products on my eyes like I normally would. So now I gotta take a brush and do it, whereas normally I just use my fingers and do it. Okay, so I think this palette I might save for tomorrow's makeup, but I think I'm either gonna go with the I Need a Warm, or actually, let's keep it like pretty simple. I'm gonna use my Skin by Kim palette, and I'm gonna use these two shades, so like 4 and 8, and just mix them together and just run that through. My crease. Just like that. Because I do want to keep it like fairly simple. Because I think we're gonna go with a darker lip. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade 4. So this one on that same brush, but only that shade, and just blend out the edges of this one. Like that. And see, this looks like a lot right now. I don't think it will by the time I get done. I hope not. It'll be like more balanced. And then I'm gonna take, let's see, concealer brush. I'm gonna take this Vive 223 eyeshadow packer brush and go in with shade 8. And put that on the outer part of my eye. Like that. Do you see, like, it's giving the shape that I need it to give? Like that. And then I'm just gonna take that brush we used earlier. And just, we might take number 1, so this white shade, and number 4 together, and just do this just to help soften it a little bit. Like that. I think that looks good. And then we're gonna take, let's try Oyster Pearl from Charlotte Tilbury, and a flat brush, or a flat-ish brush. And this is gonna be my sparkle shade on the lid. Don't be as aggressive as what I was. I went a little ham-handed, but I think that's pretty. And I think it'll match my dress really well, too. And then, oh, poop. Reestablish that darkness a little bit. Like that, and then I gotta grab this brush that fell. Okay, I think that's it for the eyes, except for like the mascara and the bottom part. But now we're gonna work on the face. And for the face, after that primer, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Halo Glow and try to avoid getting it in my hair. But we're gonna take that and a little baby bit, and I do mean a little baby bit, of the Urban Decay Tinted Hydromaniac foundation. So I'm just gonna mix them both. So like that much. Where's the lid? Shanna, what did you do with it? Right there. And then I'm gonna take my Vive foundation brush and just start blending those two together. Okay. So that's barely anything, which is fine. Because I'm going to take my Vive concealer, which is pretty full coverage. And I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead, some on my cheeks. And I'm just going to use this basically as like a second layer of foundation. Jesus. Scraping the sides. And I'm just going to use this as like a foundation because it's lighter weight, I think, for me anyway, than a traditional foundation. And I should have thought about that when I was packing, but I didn't. And then I'm just gonna blend. Yeah, see. The fun part is just making sure that do you see though how like this is just much smoother now, and this is still, but it still has that glow. Just like that. So that's the foundation. And then concealer, I'm gonna do a little bit of my e.l.f. Halo or e.l.f. Hydrating Camo, just a pinch. And then just a little bit right there. Because this part, like when I turn to the side, this part of my nose sinks in a little bit more. So to give it like a straighter, more narrow appearance, I'm just putting it right there to bring it forward a little bit more. And then this is gonna sit for a little bit so it has like a chance to get to be the fullest coverage it is going to be. A brush. I need a brush. Here, this one. That's my concealer brush. And then let's do bronzer, cream bronzer, which is going to be Fenty in the shade Butter Biscuit. Holy shit. There. Now I'm not quite so blown out. But this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna grab this brush from Morphe. It's an E63. Just gonna work that product in and then start sculpting the face. just like this. And I think the key with this type of product or doing this type of thing is to remember you can always add more. It is a lot harder to take it back without starting all over once you have it on. So just keep that in mind. Because like I want more right there. And a little bit. Just like that. Then I'm going to take my foundation brush again. Because when you use your foundation brush over like your cream products, you get a more seamless finish. Like it blends in better. Like that. And then I'm going to take this concealer brush and just pat out that concealer. Like that. And then for cream blush or liquid blush, I'm going to use this one from Shein. It's like a nice mauve-y tone. And oh shit, that might be a little too much on that side. I can always tone it down though if I need to. This blush brush from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. Just to like blend. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Okay. So then we're gonna do powder, loose powder, which is Lunar Beauty in the shade Translucent. Translucent. Take my powder brush from Vive, and it's loaded up with powder. And then I'm gonna go into the lid and just get it actually all put into the brush, because this is such a fine powder, it doesn't stick to the brush very easily. But I love the finish of this powder. Do you see like just how my skin still looks very much like skin? It just looks healthy too without being shiny, which is a big thing for me. I don't like to look shiny. I like to look glowy, but not shiny. Okay, beautiful. Love that powder. I love that brush. If I do a favorites of the year, this is gonna be in it. And then what next? Powder, bronzer. I'm gonna take the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. It is like a really pretty warm tone. So I might, let me see. I might use a bigger brush to diffuse it a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna take a big powder brush and load the product in, but also to help keep it from being overly concentrated in one area. I want to be bronzy, not like orange. And the dress I'm wearing is like a turtleneck dress type thing. So I'll show you guys once I have everything on but my shoes. Because I'm not putting on heels before I have to. See, this looks so good. I think it does anyway. From what I am seeing, it's looking stunning, which is all I want. And then the blush is the Lunar Beauty palette again. I use this all the time, like literally all the time. I'm just gonna take a little bit of like a denser brush and go mix these 4 shades together. And yeah. Oh yes, that's good. That's really lovely, actually. I'm so excited. To make it look less powdery, I'm gonna take the MAC Fix Plus. And I don't have to worry about messing up my mascara because I haven't put it on yet. Go like that. And give that a second to dry. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take that same brush I applied the Lunar Beauty powder with, and I'm gonna go into the Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the shade Fair Neutral, and just kind of this powder, I don't know how to put it. It really helps to like blur because it's like a baked formula. So think Hourglass ambient lighting powders without the price tag, basically. And I do work, I forgot to say this earlier, I work at a Sephora inside of Kohl's, so I did use my discount on that product. But I don't say that type of stuff just because I work for the brand. I think it's stupid to do that. I might redo my brows a little bit more. So it's chocolate brown. Where's Ebony? Morphe. Please hold. Okay, so I did put in a little bit more of the eyebrow pencil in the shade Ebony from the Sephora collection. I used my Exaggerize mascara from Charlotte, and then I took number 4 and number 8 from the palette and smudged that underneath my eye. Now, for highlighter, this was supposed to be a nice, soft, subtle, and it just keeps getting darker and darker and more grungy. But, oh well. I'm going to take these 2 shades from this MAC highlighting palette that I've got. and use that. I'm just gonna use an eyeshadow brush for it. This is just gonna give like a really subtle glow. Like right there. And then on my nose a little bit. And then to kind of put it all together, I am gonna take shade 15 from Skin by Kim lip liner. Do you see the vision now with this dark chocolatey lip? And then I'm gonna take the shade, I think it's Toffee. Yeah, Toffee from ABH, and use that as my lipstick, like that. And then I do believe that is it. Yeah, see with the lip, it's more balanced, I think. Yeah, okay. We're not messing with it anymore. This looks really nice, especially for a fall-time wedding, as a wedding guest, reception guest, what have you. Anyway, if you guys like this video, I realized it was more of me talking to myself than it was me talking to you. But when I get this focused on what I'm looking like and like how it's got to look with the dress and everything, which by the way, I'll post a picture of it on Instagram, I think, maybe, if I get any tonight. And then, yeah, so anyway, have a good day, guys.